Ever notice how much work it is to ask a question in English? You have to pick up the words, rearrange the sentence order, and sometimes drag in extra helper words just to make it make sense. In Japanese, you can leave every word exactly where it is. The statement you've already built stays perfectly intact. Our detective is on the case, and she needs to gather facts quickly. She doesn't have time to tie her sentences into knots every time she finds a clue. When she has a polite sentence ending in desu, the word that establishes what something is, she simply adds the tiny marker ka to the very end. It clicks into place without disrupting anything else. This little marker acts just like a spoken question mark. You simply attach it, use a slightly rising intonation at the end, and you've turned your statement into a question. Ending a sentence with desu ka is how you confirm someone's identity or ask for a description while remaining polite. Let's see how this works in the field. Our detective needs to confirm if a suspect is a student. She takes the noun for student,学生, and places it right before our question ending. The pattern is the topic, the marker wa, the noun, and then desu ka. This works for descriptions too. She might ask if a watch is expensive, or if coffee is delicious. These describing words ending in an E sound slide into that same spot. They connect directly to desu ka without changes. Some describing words, like quiet, belong to a different group. When used as the main description, the na sound gets dropped before adding desu ka. To ask, is it quiet? Just say, Shizuka desu ka? Whether you are asking about a person or a place, desu ka is modular. Once you know the name of the thing or the word to describe it, the sentence builds itself. Now our detective is in the interrogation room. She's face to face with a suspect and needs to ask, are you a student? If you are thinking in English, you might try to translate the word you, anata, and say, anata wa学生ですか? But in Japanese, using the word you while looking directly at someone can sound stiff or strangely formal. If it's already clear who you are talking to, that whole first part of the sentence can just disappear. Simply asking 学生ですか while looking at the person is grammatically complete and sounds much more natural. Getting comfortable with Japanese questions means learning when the most effective choice is to let the context do the work for you. Our detective is confident now. She sees someone eating and wants to use desu ka to ask if they eat apples every day. But there is a limit. Desu ka is specifically for what things are or how they look. Action words, like eating, going, or buying, require a different ending. To turn a polite action into a question, you use masu ka instead. It all comes down to what you are asking. Use desu ka for is it, and masu ka for does it. The investigation is over. The detective is relaxing at a cafe with a close friend. In a casual setting like this, the polite desu ka is no longer needed. To ask a question among friends, you can just say the word itself and let the rising pitch of your voice do the work. You add ka for polite questions, drop the topic when it's obvious, switch to mas for actions, and rely on your intonation when you're finally off the clock.